Most people assume getting healthcare abroad would be complicated, risky, or stressful.
Our experience has been almost the opposite, especially for preventive care. Things like dental cleanings, skin checks, mammograms, and other routine screenings.
So in this video, we're just sharing our personal experience over several years of getting preventative care abroad, why we started doing this in the first place, where we've gone, and what we've learned along the way.
A quick note up front, this is not medical advice. We're not telling anyone to skip care at home. This is simply what we've experienced.
Why did we start getting healthcare abroad? We're healthy, we're self-employed, and when you're paying directly for care in the US, you become very aware of how expensive even routine preventative services can be.
What we found is that in many places, preventive healthcare abroad is not only more affordable, but often simpler. Appointments are easier to book, there's less waiting around, and there are options to help catch things early instead of waiting for something to go wrong.
Over the years, we've done routine dental cleanings in places like Medellin, Colombia, Chiang Mai and Bangkok, Thailand, Hanoi and Hoi An, Vietnam, Penang, Malaysia, Cuenca, Ecuador, and even Portugal.
We've done dermatologist skin cancer checks in Ecuador, Malaysia, and Thailand. I've had mammograms in Thailand and Vietnam. We've also seen a local chiropractor a few times in Hoi An.
And we've done full preventative healthcare check packages in Penang and Bangkok, which includes several hours of lab tests, x-rays, ultrasounds, and other screenings, followed by a same-day review with a doctor before you leave.
Most recently, we tried out 3 different hospitals in Bangkok. One was Bumrungrad International Hospital, which we've now used twice for health checks.
It's very polished. Honestly, it feels more like a hotel than a hospital. It's very well run, very professional, and also on the higher end for prices in the region.
Jed's basic preventive check came out to around $500. Mine was closer to $1,200 because I opted for mammogram, ultrasounds, body composition analysis, and some additional hormone markers.
Those prices also include a doctor consult, and one of our favorite parts is a full buffet lunch. We just finished our health checks here at Bumrungrad Hospital in Bangkok, and it was an amazing experience because it was very orderly, very professional, and great staff, and highly recommended.
We also saw a dermatologist at Samidavij Sukhumvit Hospital, where I had a full body mole mapping done for skin cancer screening.
Their imaging technology was very impressive. The third hospital we tried on this trip was Bangkok Hospital. All right, so we're here at Bangkok Hospital. We're doing some follow-up testing. It's a massive complex with several buildings. They serve international foreigners.
I had already scheduled a hearing test there, but then after our health check, our doctor in the US recommended we both do a CT, coronary artery scan. So we were able to fit in those 2 things the same day. Did involve a fair amount of waiting, but again, the hospital facilities were excellent and everyone was very professional.
Dental care is where we've learned to adjust expectations by country. In Bangkok, we went to one place that was all right, but really loved our recent visit to TOOLKIT International Dental Center, which was extremely professional, not pushy at all, and even sent a car to pick us up. It was about $60 each, again high for that area, but still far less than home.
In Hoi An, there's a small local dentist that does quick cleanings for around $13. It's efficient, but not exactly gentle. And then there was Medellin, where the dentist gave us facial massages and this spa-like eye mask during the cleaning, which I did not expect. So different places do different things well.
One of the biggest concerns people have is quality. In many of the places we've gone, we've found that doctors often have training or professional experience in Western healthcare systems. The hospitals and clinics we've used are well established, organized, and usually transparent about pricing before anything happens. If you don't find prices on their website, you can email them ahead of time to ask for estimates.
English is also commonly spoken, especially in larger hospitals and international clinics. Accents can sometimes be a little challenging, but we've generally been able to communicate clearly and comfortably.
And thankfully, we have someone back at home we can run things by to get more clarity or a second opinion, especially when a doctor recommends that we do some kind of follow-up test.
Compared to what we're used to at home, the biggest difference isn't just cost, it's the ease of access. For the health check packages, you move through the screenings and you actually sit down with a doctor to review results, often the same day.
So these are hospitals that have a whole system set up for comprehensive health checks and also an international department to accept foreign visitors and facilitate the process, which is why people fly from all over the world to come for medical care.
Now, I generally try to book our appointments about a month in advance, which is rarely enough leeway in the States, but there's been plenty of availability abroad. Usually, I just email the hospital to request an appointment and get a cost estimate. For a few things, the system has been first come, first serve, so you don't even need an appointment, but it usually helps to show up when the office first opens to avoid waiting too long.
It's been reassuring for us to know that high quality preventative care exists in many places around the world, and that it's an option if it fits your life and travel plans.
And if you're planning travel abroad and want help feeling more prepared overall, that's exactly why we created our Intentional Travelers Toolkit membership. It distills our years of travel experience to help you plan with more confidence, reduce uncertainty, and know what to expect before you go. Happy
Happy travels.
travels!
Happy healthy travels.